So, listening to the frontal lobe. Now, also known as the prefrontal cortex. Okay, this is the decision-making part of the brain, long-term thinking, planning. Now, I don't know about you, but I want to live a great life. I don't know about you. You might not want to live a great life. I do. And so, I have loads of decisions in a day. Okay, what do I eat? Do I eat this? Or do I eat this? Okay, some things like this will inevitably, I know from experience, will make me feel like shit. It will make me feel like shit. Okay, it will make me feel worse than I did before I ate it. Why did I eat it then? Well, because it gave me a little spike of dopamine. Okay, so I got these foods and then I got these foods over here, or maybe even fasting. And I know from experience that they do the opposite. It might give me a tiny little dopamine spike, but it maintains my energy and allows me to rise in energy. And so I just had an insight right now, just before that, I've been ignoring my frontal lobe. Like, in experience, what is the frontal lobe? Like, I want to get this insight out there. So in experience, that feeling of, nah, actually I shouldn't do that. It's not good for my future. That is the prefrontal cortex speaking. That is a godsend, right? This is what allows people to be great and not just living from their lower brain. Just like, what do I need now? Sex? 21st century human being? What do I need now? Sex? Oh, cool. Oh, great. Well, I got 1 billion boobs in here. Well, then I'll go to this. So that's talking about porn addiction, no fap. So, let's actually look in our experience let's listen for the frontal lobe talking. Now, for this, we're going to have to be not self-sabotaging. We're going to have to live a life in which we don't self-sabotage. And so let's speak about self-sabotage. Why do people self-sabotage? Well, they reach a ceiling. Let's just say that's the ceiling. They're going up, their energy is going up, and then they hit the ceiling, and they have to keep sort of going, they go down. Maybe they get another, go back up. But yeah, they eventually go back down. So what is this ceiling made out of? Well, it's actually made out of beliefs. It's made out of nothing. It's made out of beliefs. So what I'm saying is, and I'm going to tell you some of the beliefs in this video. What I'm saying is, if we go like this, take out that ceiling of beliefs, and then we're free to explore further up here and go up as far as we like. And let's get into what the beliefs are. One of them is my family. I'm going to let people down. I'm going to have to let people go if I succeed more. I'm going to have to leave people behind and I'll feel guilty. Which is fair enough, but it's not true, because you can still be successful and be in contact with your family, and you can still do these things that you want to do, that your frontal lobe, your prefrontal cortex is advising is best. You can still do all these things and keep in contact with our family. It's possible. Yeah. Like, people somehow have a lot of guilt, but you don't need to have guilt, because it's your life, and you got to, at some point, realize it is your life, and you can't control other people's emotions. If people have negative emotions, that's actually going on in their mind. And so it's much better to just be successful, become successful, and then have them want to be with you and want to like you, right? Don't worry about pleasing people or leaving people behind. So that's one of these beliefs. It's just like, if you live in a fat family, okay, I'm just being crude, just for brevity. If you live in a fat family and you're getting thinner, it's a classic case. You're getting thinner and you're getting ripped. Yeah, that's almost impossible in a fat family, because then you're kind of outcast in a way. It's in a good way, but you're kind of outcast. And these people might not want to applaud you, because the obvious thing is, well, hang on a minute, why don't you get fit as well? And these people don't want to do that. So if they don't want to do that and stuff like that, if they don't want to do that, then they'll not applaud. But yeah, so really it's your life. It's our lives. We should not prevent ourselves from rising up. We should not live a shitter life than we have to, just because other people are going to feel bad. What's the sense in that? I mean, this, you can tell, this is all lower brain stuff, this fear. It's fear, isn't it? Lower brain. So the fear of, but some people, you just have to uncover it, you know? You have to uncover it, some people aren't aware. Okay, and what's another one? Well, so, limiting beliefs. Well, generally it's just fear. So if we tackle the problem of fear, then we tackle all the problems. So, you know, really it's crazy. But let's go back to the frontal lobe thing. Perhaps your life or someone else's life isn't where they want it to be because they keep ignoring the frontal lobe in their experience. In their experience, they hear the thoughts or they feel the feelings of, nah, don't do that. I'm cooking this food. Is this the healthiest? Nah, you know what? Hey, stop. Like, and oftentimes it's quite masculine. It's quite just like, stop. What are you doing? In my experience, anyway, it's kind of just like, it's kind of, there's no and or buts. It's, this is not right for you. There's no like other option other than do or do not. And that's quite useful. It's quite useful. Simple. And so let's listen to our frontal lobe, our long-term decision-making thoughts and feelings, and we might end up with a better life. Because it's a long-term, future-oriented part of the brain. So at some point, we were thinking of this moment in time. So 5 years ago, we might have been thinking, oh, what am I going to be like in the future? Here we are. What's it like? During those 5 years, did we make decisions that were based on long-term thinking? Or during the last 5 years, were most of our decisions made just a lower brain? Just what do I need now? fear, you know, if you're in a fearful situation, security, I need security, I need comfort, I need dopamine. So, you know, oh man, you know, I think this is like a big key to succeed in the game of life. Because there are a lot of things which, you know, can be unlocked if we just trust our long term. What's good for the long term? Just ask yourself that. And then you might receive some thoughts which are crazy, but like, use the analytical processes and decide. It's your mind, you're using it. So, but yeah, I think, not sure if I have anything else to say for now. But yeah, every day we're faced with decisions. What's best for us for the long term? If we can get into a habit of always thinking in the long term, acting with our long term in mind, and then I think we're going to end up with a really great life. Really great life. Because this applies to food, sex, socializing, any kind of skill. So, you know, business, it's kind of crazy. Long term, the marshmallow test, that book. Whoa, damn. Yeah. So, let's end it here. Subscribe.